There seems to be something massive sweeping the nation. Unless you've been living under a cow or in another century, undoubtedly you must have seen the rise in the plant-free lifestyle. And before you switch off, no, this is not another pushy carnivore documentary showing factory farms where plants are grown together in tightly packed rows. So just bear with me for a few moments. Like any other concerned person, I found myself trolling through YouTube late one afternoon. Little did I know that I was about to find a video that would change my life forever. Up pops an old documentary by Frank Perdue. He wasn't trying to convert anyone, he just pointed out that it takes a tough man to make a tender bird. I was more than happy to watch the few documentaries he suggested. The first one explained that one of the fastest growing food movements in the world is carnivorism. In fact, a new study shows that here in the United States, 4 out of 5 of us would consider a carnivore diet, with over 300 million people here in the U.S. having already made the decision to adopt the lifestyle. It seems that, as well as being cited for its health benefits, carnivorism is said to have positive effects on the planet by getting rid of all those cows, pigs, and chickens that fart methane, thereby causing global warming. That was a powerful moral argument. The second documentary went on to explain that there are plenty of athletes all over the planet becoming carnivore for their health, to improve their skills, and to go up in the rankings. That argument was very persuasive. The next video showed example after example of what a carnivore eats in an average day. Lots of roast pork, hamburgers, beef brisket, fried chicken, tuna salad, and the odd turkey leg. Better still, it explained how we can eat everything we used to eat before, but in a carnivore version. The Brussels sprouts made from pressed chicken parts looked amazingly real, and the Caesar salad made entirely out of beef looked great. You wouldn't know it to look at those fruits and vegetables, but they were all made entirely out of meat. Next came a testimonial by a woman who explained that when she first became a carnivore, there were few options, but nowadays she could go into any donut shop and find a carnivore option that's indistinguishable from a glazed donut. Then a couple explained that they were ethically convinced that there is absolutely no need to kill any plant if they can eat healthily. It was the accompanying picture of baby sprouts as their lives were cut short just to make an egg roll that convinced them. And then an athlete said he'd seen an amazing transformation in his health. Before, he could barely make it from the sofa to the TV to change the channel. Now he could easily walk 15 miles uphill both ways and not get tired. The final video was a panel discussion where I learned that being a carnivore can be healthy, but it's really hard work. You have to think very carefully about what you are eating at all times. It's really complicated to make sure you eat enough and get all the nutrients your body needs. The next argument came from the woman who said that her decision was made out of compassion. You see all those plants suffering and don't want to contribute to that anymore, she said. No one is for plant suffering. Ask anyone on the streets and no one would say they were for plant suffering just to kill it for food. We're all living carnivore, happy and healthy. It all sounded great to me, but I still had to discover the truth about free-range plants. They're not raised in cramped rows only to be mowed down by a big machine at the end of the summer. That's not natural. But their plight is only marginally better. But the best argument came from the phytocentric liberation representative who pointed out that plants communicate and adapt to their environment. Murdering plants, he declared, is vegan propaganda at its finest. After that, there really was no way I could keep consuming fruits and veg. So just like that, practically overnight, I became a carnivore. I've been a carnivore for 2 weeks now, and I've seen a massive growth in carnivore interests. So should we all go carnivore? Well, the more animals we eat, the more defenseless plants we save. And that will never be a bad thing.